I just got done with some comparisons on some camshafts. Just wanted to share some information. It's the camshafts I'm currently using for my black car engine I'm building. But I got a bunch of camshafts here, and I kind of wanted to share the information. I'll show the information here, the specs, and then I'll kind of go about how I got it. So I got a couple cams here, so that's the same as these two. So I've got a Gen 2 3SGTE, Gen 3 3SGTE, another set of Gen 3 3SGTE cams, and then also have a set of Gen 4. The other one's in the lathe right now. Last one I just did, so I'll show you that for an example of how I did it. So this is the information I got. So this is how I did it, or the information I got from how I did it. If there's anybody who's ever done this before, have any tips or anything, just let me know and I can redo it, as long as I haven't put the motor together yet. Gen 2, these are the specs I have. So those are factory 3SGTE JDM cams. I believe JDM and USDM are the same. This is your typical Gen 3 camshaft. I purchased this one originally for an upgrade. As you can see, the intake cam's got a little bit more lift. Everything pretty much has the same duration. But then there's a third gen one I bought. It's got a little bit more duration than the others, but the lift on the intake is crazy. It's this one here, and it is not this one, it's this one. But the casting, wrong one, too many cams. The casting is 88460. All the other castings are your normal 88362. So I'm not sure what the difference is, but this cam is absolutely, it's got a decent amount of lift to it for a factory camshaft. And then Gen 4s, I'm not sure exactly the specs of what the engine was as far as automatic, manual, or whatever, but it was a Gen 4 cam, or Gen 4 engine, but the specs are actually, not that impressive. So anyways, there's the specs for anybody who might want to reference that. And then this is how I got the information. So basically, I've got the lathe here, got it set up. I got a degree wheel. I have my dial gauge set up on the actual lathe magnetic base, and I cut a old bolt for the camshaft. That way it holds this in place and gives me a place to actually support the cam. Although it's too long, it could wobble a bit. So basically what I did was I found at the base, I zeroed the gauge out and I turned it, and you can actually watch the lift, and that's where it tops out at. So that's maximum lift. And then what I did was it looked like the normal duration specs, they use it at 0.050. So I just turned this until it gets to 0.0 until there, and then I recalibrate this using one of my cutting bits as a pointer, and then turned it, and that's how I got my duration. So anyways, I don't know if this is the best way to do it. I did some research and I couldn't really find any videos on how to do duration, but I did find a couple of videos on lift. You can use calipers and measure this, and then take the base and subtract it from lift. The problem is some of these camshafts seems like it actually starts creating lift before or faster than others. Anyways, all right, I hope that helps anybody out. Just a quick little video, just working on this motor here. So eventually this thing will be ready to go go back together to go back in that car right there. So, all right. See y'all next time.